Brett Okamoto on the ground in New York with Chris Weidman, UFC 309, rapidly approaching. And before we get to the fight, man, obviously everybody's watching Embedded as this fight gets closer. And there's like this saying, right, that when you become a dad, when you be like, that your yard is like the most, the thing that you take the most pride in.
It is.
You look like, I mean, the All-American. You have
Yeah.
taken care of the yard thing over there. You got a very pristine yard in South Carolina, huh?
Thank you, man. I had sod put in. So when I first moved into the house, the grass was falling apart, and I was trying to keep it alive for a long time. It was centipede grass, which is kind of like a crappy southern grass. So I just maybe 8 months ago or so, I ended up getting sod, and I went with the zoysia, a Palisade zoysia. So it's like a hot weather type grass. So it's really good during the summer, super green, and you cut it really low, and it's like a golf course type level grass. And so it's fun. And I got a new blower. My blower is the best. I got this Husqvarna 580 BTS. My buddy is a landscaper, so he gives me all the ins on what I should be getting and what's good.
So we want a fight night bonus. Like, what kind of gear are we still missing for the yard?
I would probably get a new lawnmower. To be honest, I have a Greenworks lawnmower right now. It was a sponsored thing that was gifted to me, and it works good. But with the Zoysia, it's very dense and thick, and you want to cut it low. And right now, I would have to cut it like 4 times to get it low enough. Because right now it's so thick that if I do bring it down too low, it ends up stopping. The battery can't handle it, so I'm just constantly stopping. And so I have to go up higher and go like the 4 inches as opposed to 2. So it's a little annoying. So I think maybe I get myself a gas mower. I didn't have anything gas for a while, and I was like, hey, I don't like having the gas smell in the garage thing, but now I'm over that. Now I just want to go full gas again.
I don't know if the viewers are appreciating this talk, but I am, man. I grew up in the Midwest, and like I had great memories of just playing in my yard. It's just like the yard is important, dude. And yours was top notch.
Thank you, man.
So
I appreciate it. And I live in a nice neighborhood, but a lot of the people do their own grass, and I appreciate that. I like seeing the teenage kids out there cutting their own grass, and the fathers doing their thing, women out there too. So it's good. I like that. I like it.
How are you feeling, just like life in general, compared to like when you were the champ and like the whole kind of, I mean, you were, in addition to a champ, big superstar. The sport was kind of revolving around you. And your kids are getting older, you're getting older. I mean, just like how do you feel compared to like maybe 2015, 2014? Like, what's the biggest difference?
It's a loaded question. There's a lot. I mean, my life back then was a whirlwind in a different way, very self-centered and like really around me, and lots of different traveling and sponsored things, and then getting ready for fights and appearances, just very, very busy, a lot of travel, not as much time with the family. Now it's, I'm very much in the family life, man. It's just nonstop. During the day I train, and then after that it's just from 3:30 on, it's picking kids up, bringing them to different sports, helping them with things, homework, whatever they got going on. It's nonstop till like 9:30 at night between all their sports and stuff they got going on. And then the weekends is just all kids sports. That's it. It's just running around. For my daughter's, my daughter does cheerleading for football, so I do stuff with that. She does competitions. And then both my boys, they both travel baseball, they both wrestle, they do football. So we're just kind of running around, and then I'm just training. So yeah.
And so, what is the motivation? Why are you doing this? Like, is there something still competitively that you're unsatisfied about, or is it just like because you love it, experience? I'm sure it's kind of a mixture of it, but like when you really get down to it, like, and if the fight gets tough or whatever, and you got to dig deep, like what is sitting there to keep you going now?
I'm very competitive, and I still feel like I have more to offer this sport. I still feel like I compete with the best of them, and I just want to prove to myself and test myself against the best guys in the world, because at some point very soon I'll be done, and I don't want to have any regrets thinking I hung it up earlier than I should have. So I'm just running this until I feel like it's time, and it just hasn't happened yet. I don't know, maybe the leg break actually probably in retrospect actually prolonged my career because all that time off. So I don't know if I'd be fighting into my 40s like I am now. I'm 40. I don't know. Maybe I would have been done already, but because the time off and all that, like I feel like I have more to give.
How does it feel standing here when you say very soon I'm going to be done? How does it say to say that?
It just is what it is, man. I'm 40 years old. You can't do this. I can't do this much longer. I'm taking it fight by fight, to be honest, because I just have to see how the body feels. You never know. This camp, I felt great. There were some things I work around, but then it all came together. I feel great. Got in great shape. and I feel like kind of rejuvenated. There's always like there's things that hold you back, but then there's always like blessings in disguise. Like my leg, that I've been struggling with for now almost 4 years. It feels so much better than it has, and yeah, so I'm excited to be able to spring off my toes again, because for a while that was difficult.
How do you feel about your career? I look at your career and think that like anybody coming in would be like, that's a great career. Like I'd be lucky to have that career. But obviously, like you say, you're very competitive, and I know that some of the losses have stacked up over the years. Like, how do you feel about it standing here today?
Yeah, I probably should have just retired when I was I 13-0? Maybe I should have just gave it up right there. But no, I don't know. I feel like it was good. Like a lot of people have adversity earlier in their careers. I was undefeated and a world champion. And then I started having my losses and adversity, and that was hard to get over. And it was, I learned a lot about myself and figured out ways to, grow from it. And yeah, so it's all just like a good learning experience. And I feel proud of the things I've accomplished in the sport. And but there's just a part of me that I still feel like I haven't showed everybody what I could really do out there.
What do you think? What's most important to you, I guess, on Saturday night? Do you feel like you got to put on a show? Do you feel like if you win, but it's not entertaining? Like how there's different things and different, like, does it have to be like this crowd thing where everybody in Madison Square Garden is going nuts? Like, what is like the most important thing for you to get done on Saturday?
I really want to go out there and put on a show, but make it just be spectacular, be the best version of myself, and just do what I know I'm capable of, and just completely decimate him.
Yeah, like if you are your spectacular self, what does this fight look like, do you think?
I think I can make it look real easy. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Well, it's always a treat seeing you in New York. I mean, as I was walking in the hotel, you're out there signing autographs, and this city loves you, man. So looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I'm happy
to.
Thank you, man. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be back in New York and put on a show for everybody.